The weeks leading up to opening night were a whirlwind. Rehearsals ran late, costumes were fitted and tweaked, and the play was finally taking shape. Rissa threw herself into every aspect, determined to make the most of this opportunity. Her connection with Teaser on stage deepened, their characters intertwined, stories unfolding naturally. And off stage, Rissa found herself falling for Laura more and more with each stolen glance, each shared smile. Laura was everything Rissa had ever dreamed of in a partner, passionate, driven, and with a sense of humor that matched Rissa's own. Yet the age gap and the potential consequences of their love weighed heavily on Rissa's mind. Even as her feelings grew stronger, she couldn't shake off a sense of foreboding. Opening night arrived, bringing with it a wave of emotions. As the theater filled with the expectant buzz of the audience, Rissa felt her heart pounding against her ribs. This was it, the culmination of months of work. Now or never. During the play, Rissa gave it her all. She poured her heart and soul into every line, every gesture, every kiss shared with Teaser on stage. The chemistry between them was undeniable. The audience responded with thunderous applause at the end of each act, and Rissa basked in the glow of their appreciation. But her thoughts kept drifting back to Laura. In the moments between scenes, she'd steal quick glances towards the director's seat, searching for her steady gaze. Laura, in turn, watched Rissa with an intensity that made Rissa's skin tingle. During the final bow, as the audience rose to its feet, Rissa caught Laura's eye. The unspoken question hung between them. Had Laura seen it too? Had she felt it? The undeniable connection they shared? When the play was over and the congratulations were done, Rissa found herself backstage, the echoes of applause still ringing in her ears. Teaser was there, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "That was incredible," she whispered, pulling Rissa into a tight hug. "We were amazing. The kiss, it was perfect." Rissa laughed, her heart full. "We were great," she agreed, though her mind was already wandering back to Laura. Where was she? Had she seen the same spark between them that Rissa did? A sudden knock on the door made Rissa jump. When she turned around, she saw Laura standing there, her face unreadable. For a moment, the only sound was the hum of the backstage lights. "Rissa, we need to talk." Laura's voice was serious, and Rissa's heart sank. Had Laura seen it too? Had she felt the electricity that had crackled between Rissa and Teaser during the final kiss? Was she going to tell Rissa that it was over, that it could never be anything more than a stolen moment under the stage lights? Fear tightened its grip on Rissa's chest, squeezing the breath out of her lungs. Taking a deep breath, she nodded slowly, her gaze fixed on the floor. "Okay," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the hum of the lights. Together, they stepped out into the quiet hallway, the sounds of the party muffled behind the closed door. The weight of the moment pressed down on them, heavy and suffocating. Finally, Laura spoke, her voice low and serious. "Rissa, we can't keep doing this." Rissa's head shot up, her eyes wide with disbelief. "What do you mean?" she asked, her voice trembling. Laura wrung her hands, her gaze fixed on the floor. "This," she murmured, gesturing vaguely between them. "This can't continue." Rissa felt a chill run down her spine, despite the warmth of the backstage. "Why not?" she whispered, her heart pounding in her chest. "Because it's not sustainable," Laura said, meeting Rissa's eyes. "And it hurts us both." The words hung between them, sharp and cutting. Rissa wanted to argue, to plead with Laura to change her mind. But what could she say? Laura was right. It had been a whirlwind, a stolen moment in the spotlight. But now reality was crashing down around them, threatening to tear them apart. "But I love you," Rissa whispered, the words catching in her throat. Laura's eyes clouded with pain. "I know," she said softly, "and I love you too. But that's not enough." Rissa fought back tears, her vision blurring. "So what are we gonna do?" Laura looked away, unable to meet Rissa's gaze. "We have to move on," she said quietly. "We have to let this go." As Laura walked away, Rissa felt her world crumbling around her. The whispers and rumors started almost immediately after opening night. Rissa understood why. Her relationship with Laura, the much older, highly respected director, was bound to raise eyebrows. But the constant scrutiny took a toll on her. The joy she'd found in the play, the excitement of her first leading role, it all seemed distant now, replaced by a gnawing anxiety. During rehearsals, Rissa struggled to focus. Her mind kept wandering back to her conversation with Laura. The weight of their unspoken goodbyes pressed down on her, making it hard to concentrate on lines or blocking. Teaser, ever attuned to Rissa's energy, noticed the shift. One afternoon, She pulled Rissa aside after a particularly lackluster rehearsal. "What's wrong, Rissa?" she asked softly. Rissa hesitated, unsure how much to share. "I'm not in a good place," she finally admitted, her voice cracking. Teaser's expression softened with understanding. "Can I help?" she offered, reaching out to squeeze Rissa's hand. Rissa shook her head, tears welling up in her eyes. "No, this is my mess," she whispered. "I can't let it affect the show, not when we're so close to opening." Teaser nodded, respecting Rissa's silence, but not letting go of her hand. They stood there for a moment, the weight of their unspoken emotions pressing down on them. "We'll figure it out," Teaser said finally, her voice firm but gentle. "We always do." And for a moment, Rissa believed her. The play opened to rave reviews. Critics praised the performances, the direction, the set design. And as Rissa stood on the stage taking her bows, she felt a surge of pride mixed with exhaustion. It had been a journey, a roller coaster of emotions, from the initial excitement of rehearsals to the electrifying opening night, and now this, the sweet taste of success. But amidst the applause and congratulations, Rissa couldn't shake off a nagging emptiness. The secret she'd been carrying, the one that had brought her so much joy, had also caused her deep pain. With the play finished, the truth of her situation crashed down on her. Laura was gone. Back in New York City, the life they'd almost shared echoed in the empty spaces of her apartment, the memories clinging to the walls like cobwebs, taunting her with what could have been. Laura's absence was a constant ache, a reminder of the love they shared and the future they dreamed of building together. One rainy afternoon, a few months after the play closed, Rissa sat curled up on her couch, the script lying open on her lap. The words blurred through her tears. It had been a year since she and Laura had parted ways. A year of missed calls, unspoken goodbyes, and a future that stretched ahead of her, empty and uncertain. As the rain drummed against the window pane, Rissa traced the words of their final scene together, the ones she and Laura had shared, both on stage and in life. "Sometimes the heart doesn't ask for permission," Laura's voice echoed in her memory, raw and real. And Rissa realized that what their hearts had once desired couldn't be denied forever. With a deep breath, Rissa stood up, shaking off the remnants of sadness. She may not have her happily ever after with Laura, but she had the memories and the strength they had given her. Laura had taught her that love didn't always come with a guarantee, but that didn't mean it wasn't worth fighting for. The script fell to the floor, forgotten. Rissa picked up her phone, her fingers hovering over the familiar number. With a deep breath, she dialed, hoping against hope that maybe their story wasn't over. Maybe it was just beginning.